My name's Susana Garcia. I work for a nonprofit here in Napa. I talked a lot when I was younger, so I was known as a perica. In Spanish, that means parakeet, birdies. They're known to yap, 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 sing, sing. You know, they make a lot of noise. It helped me in the long run with my parents because they needed support. They were immigrants, they didn't know the language, and they counted on me to help them. My parents were deported when I was in my second year of college. My sister and my brother, who are my younger siblings, were still in high school. And so because of that situation, I ended up having to take care of my younger siblings. And so I quit school. I started working 2-3 jobs just to help get them through high school. And although we went through a challenging time, IIBA was always there. At the time, I was undocumented. They supported me through the whole process so that I can get my DACA and be able to work and study and not be worried or afraid that I would get deported.
When people ask me where I'm from, I like to say that I come from one valley to the other, from Valle de Santiago, Guanajuato in central Mexico to Napa Valley. I have a photo of my last birthday in Mexico. In this photo, I find that it's important to place myself in a country that I had no memory of by seeing the dining table with this cake in the center made out of wafer cookies, and this is my own memory, something that I've made out of a photograph because I just don't have that place and time of my own. So when I think of Napa Valley, of course people think of wine, but for me I think of it as a place where the migrant community has really learned to make a new home. We've brought the traditions here. We've got our quinceañeras over on 3rd Street at the fairgrounds. We used to have Chef's Market downtown Napa as adolescents, and now we go there and we have a farmer's market, and it's just very community based, and that's what I love about Napa.
I was actually born and raised in the Napa Valley. I'm a first-generation American. My father was a farm worker in the valley and my mother was a seamstress at the tanning company in Napa. People recognize that immigrants are a core labor force of the valley, not just the farm workers, but housekeepers and cooks and landscapers.
We also have clients that are business owners. We have restaurant owners. We have individuals who are immigrants that are our government leaders, that sit on our board of supervisors, that are city council members. They are all a part of our lives. They're our neighbors, they're our friends, they're our leaders.
I lived in this valley before IIBA was here, and what was happening is a lot of notarios were doing the work and they weren't doing good work in a lot of cases. Those kind of cases, we've seen those where notaries have done the case and the person's left the country and now they can't come back for 10 years. So that's the way it was before IIBA came on board to help.
In 2013, we were a staff of 1, me, and now we're a staff of 13. Napa County, 13 years ago, had one nonprofit legal service provider that had a very small capacity to do immigration applications. And then IIBA coming into Napa increased the capacity to provide immigration legal services. We went from maybe filing 10 citizenship applications a year to now, fast forward 13 years later, filing over 200 citizenship applications a year. What we are seeing right now is absolutely unprecedented. Every single day, there's an email in my inbox with a new court decision or policy change or proposed policy change that is anti-immigrant. We've seen that individuals are unfortunately retreating back into the shadows. What we've learned through listening sessions and other things is that individuals have stopped, going out to dinner, going to the park, meeting up with friends. Even we've heard people fear driving to San Francisco, driving to LA, meeting family.
People are afraid right now, and they're even afraid to reach out and ask questions. They see what's on TV, they're afraid of being picked up. And I think our role is just to empower them with education and let them know that they still do have rights and to come to us for advice and counseling.
When I was growing up, we were very cautious, and I would say the fear that we had was more contained. And I'd say that it's very different when I grew up in Napa, in California, to how we are living now. I think our fear is exuding. It's in our everyday lives. It's in the breaths that we hold in our chest. There's a very different atmosphere that it's not just enough to be cautious because we're scared to come out the door.
Being an undocumented immigrant right now is really scary. I grew up undocumented most of my life, and I think there was always that glimmer and hope that we would be seen then more than just an illegal immigrant. Geez, I can't control it.
What we're trying to do to combat that is create a community where people feel safe and secure, provide individuals with information that is accurate. We're still seeing a lot of wins here in the office. We have many clients who have been receiving their green cards recently, who have been passing their naturalization tests, becoming U.S. citizens.
Throughout the years that IIBA has been in Napa, they've really flourished to be the main nonprofit provider of legal services. And they've helped on to help me with my DACA renewals. And then in August of 2023, I was able to travel back to Mexico for the first time through advanced parole that IIBA supported me with. When I was on the plane, I could look down and I was looking for a border. Something that you could see from the skies, and there wasn't anything but the earth. It was important for me to become an attorney because in our Napa Valley, we have very few attorneys that focus on immigration law. And so I wanted to be part of that pool of attorneys that could support my community.
The best feeling is when you're in court and the judge grants asylum to your client, and they just start crying, and I start crying, everyone's hugging each other, and that's just the best feeling. It's important to me because my parents were immigrants, and that's the first reason. But the other reason is there's a huge need for this work.
Yeah, I mean, we're members of this community just like everybody else. It almost seems like we're the good old American family. My kids play football. My daughter loves sports, swimming. I am a busy mom. We go to church on Sundays. I would love to see change, positive change, where immigrants are seen as part of the community. We're all human beings who are trying to survive, who are trying to live the best life we can live, and to be included, to feel connected. I think it's just really important right now that we don't look away, that we help our neighbors.
We are upholding the U.S. Constitution, because if we all gave up, then no one would be able to move forward on a pathway to U.S. citizenship. So we have to fight back. We as advocates, we have to fight back and follow law and advocate zealously for our clients.